Hey guys, Hutchins here. What's going on today? So welcome to my champion scroll guide. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right on into it. Just to kind of break this down for you, I'm going to have 3 separate videos on champion scroll guides. Each one is going to have different ones, and I'm going to be starting with the 3 more difficult and frustrating ones, which are going to be the Lesser Demon, the Imp, and the Earth Warrior champion scrolls. So like I said, I'm just going to jump on into it here. What I'm actually geared for right now are lesser demons, so I'll just go ahead and quickly show you guys. If you're going for these real hardcore, then you should know what all this stuff is, and or know how to substitute for each one of these. This is just what I would personally use. Feel free to use whatever you think is best, like a Fury over the Torture if you want to. Actually, if you're going to be praying against these, which if you have lower defense, it might benefit you to use Proselyte and a Fury, which will boost your prayer points. And make sure not to forget your Holy Wrench. That's why I have it in here, so I don't forget to tell you. But yeah, definitely don't forget to bring that and dress in Proselyte and a Fury if you decide to pray against these. You can use Piety, or just use Protect Prayers, or just use Piety, either one. It will speed up your kills per hour, but it'll greatly increase the amount of money that you spend on it. And if you're going for all champion scrolls anyway, then more likely you're going to be spending more than you want to on cannonballs. So this is what I would opt to use, and just bring like SGS if you have it. But yeah, let me show you guys how to get there and what I do. Basically, I'm teleporting to my house to use my glory. You're going to be going to Karamja, which I will go there right now. And where you're actually going to want to kill these is in the Karamja volcano. You actually come here for the the Champions Guild quest. So it's actually where Elvarg is, or down in there. So I'm just gonna run there real quick, just so you guys know how to get there, because not everyone may be familiar with this particular area. So you're just gonna come down here, run past the skeletons, and past the red spiders. Let's see. Oh yeah, and guys, as far as the cape goes, I'm wearing a max cape. It's not required to wear a max cape. You can wear a fire cape, or whatever you want to. And same with these, you can bring a Ring of Dueling or a teleport out, whatever suits you. But basically what I'm going to do is set my cannon up right here. I actually came here earlier and found a decent cannon placement. This unfortunately isn't multi-combat, so you can't just hit all of them at once. And there's nowhere to really safe spot because this demon over here. So basically what you're going to want to do is come right over here, and it's going to allow the cannon to double hit this spawn right here. If they're coming from this way, as well as if they're coming from this way, it should be a double hit right here. Yeah, so as long as you're double hitting, you're getting more DPS, and it's actually going to be faster and save you a lot of time. So definitely, it's a shame you have to ignore this one up here, but basically what you're going to want to do is just kind of lure these over to you if they get stuck back there or something and a cannon isn't hitting it. Just be constantly attacking and use your SGS as you need to, especially if you're using prayer points. It might get stuck on these stalagmites right here if they're coming from this way, but that's easy. Just run over here, maybe fill up your cannon, and then run back so they're in the double hit spot. So yeah, that's all I have for lesser demons. Alright guys, so for the next champion scroll, I'm going to be going over the Imp. Basically what you're going to want to do is bring a range setup. As you can see, I brought some ranging potions. Now the amount of these, or the ratio, might vary depending on how long you want to stay, but really this should keep you there for quite a while, probably 1 or 2 hours, and just kind of let you get the hang of it. You can bring more or less of each of these as you're going for it, but anyway, you're going to want to bring an Artie cloak. If you don't have this, then bring Artie teletabs, a desert, well, you don't really need the desert amulet or the max cape. Like I mentioned before, just bring something to teleport away, because you don't want to be running around the entire map. Like bring a dueling ring or something, or a crafting cape. But anyway, as far as the Warren goes, you're going to want to wear Void, a Book of Law. I'm actually using the Book of Law. You can use a Spectral if you have it, or an Odium. Either way, I'm really trying to buy the Spectral right now, so don't judge me too harshly. This is just a substitute on my part. a Necklace of Anguish, you can substitute that for a Fury, and obviously I'm bringing Ava's Max Cape, but you can just use an Ava's Device, and Pegasians, you can substitute that, of course, Archer's Ring, and an Armadillo Crossbow. Now the reason I'm using the Armadillo Crossbow is because these imps are fairly spread out, so therefore the longer range helps, and the higher hitting aspect of it helps. So you can hit one and just move on, you don't have to worry about possibly having to double hit it. This does hit much harder, although it's slower. But since, like I said, they're spread out, it actually doesn't hurt you too much. As far as the speed goes, you want to hit them high and move on to the next one. So that's what I opt to do. You can bring better bolts other than broads, but you don't really need to. If you have the money, and you just really want to spend it on that, go ahead. And same goes for prayer on these. You don't really need to pray on them or use Eagle Eye, but hey, if you have a ton of money and you just want to knock this out fast, that's really up to you. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to get there. Where these imps are actually going to be located at is right here north of Port Khazard. You're going to be coming down in here, and you're going to go all the way up to these crossroads, and you're just going to be running through this area. There's a ton of imps here, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean. This is why the Artie Cloak comes in handy. If you have to teleport to Artie and then just run south, then go ahead and do that. But I'm going to go ahead and teleport to the Kandran Monastery. And it's going to bring me right here, so as you can see, right away, there's an imp. I'm just going to shoot him. And you just run around here, shoot this guy. If you get all the way down south, and you find that there are no more imps, then you can just use the Artie Cloak to teleport back up here again, and then some of these should be respawned. So right here is the crossroads, as you can guys see it, like I was showing you earlier. And I'm just going to take a sweep down through here. And as you can see, there are a ton of imps just wandering around. I don't really know why Jagex put all these here, but thank God they did, because this would actually be a terrible clue scroll to get. And then if you come up here, I'm pretty sure there are some as well. I know there are some south right here. So yeah, as you can see, this is a very, you can see where it would get frustrating. I mean, it's easy, but at the same time, there's a lot of running around. Drink your range potion as you need it. I'm pretty much one-hitting them, but I'm 99 range in Void. So, you don't really need range pots at this level. If you're lower, then you probably might want to invest in some, but just use your stamina pots as needed. I mean, obviously, don't overlap. Don't drink it to above 100, because they are staminas, and you're going to be able to get a lot of run out of it. But, yeah, anyways, you can kind of see how this works, and yeah, I guess this is pretty much all there is to say about the Imp Champion Scroll. Alright guys, so last but not least, we're going to be going over the Earth Warrior Scroll. Now obviously this one is going to be in the wilderness. It's in an Edgewold dungeon up in the wilderness, like danger level 8 or 9 I think. It's actually not that far, but nonetheless it's still the wilderness and people die there. So this is what I would be bringing. Yes, I'm bringing Sarah Godsword. Reason being is it is in my top 3 protected items, so that's not bad. I'll get to that in a minute. Don't bring any more than 3k cannonballs. This will last you a little while, but still, it is kind of gonna be a bummer if you die and you lose a bunch of cannonballs. So obviously you're gonna bring a cannon, Sarah Baru's Super Restores. These are in case you start getting PK'd. Basically, you can just down these, and these actually aren't that hard hitting. So with SGS and a few sharks, and maybe drinking a couple brews, then you're going to be able to last down there. Bring a looting bag, because you will be able to put loot in here, such as seeds and herbs. Teleport to house, and a ring of dueling, so that you can get to a bank quick. This one, the reason I'm bringing teleport to house and not Desert Ammy 4 is because it's a one-click tele. If you see someone, you can just get out quick. Also, just as a side note for prayers, I would set these as my quick prayers. Obviously protect item, because if you're gonna die, then at least protect another item, and protect from magic. Reason I'm saying protect from magic is because the only way someone's gonna freeze you and get you to stay in the wilderness long enough for them to kill you is if they have magic, whether using snare, entangle, or ice barrage. It's gonna be magic, so just make sure you turn that on if you see someone, especially if they're about to mage you. So anyway, I'll just show you what I'm wearing. Fire cape. These are actually untradables right here, so these will stay on the ground. These are no risk, so at least with the current death mechanics and as it stands right now in the wilderness, You won't lose these, they won't turn into gold. The bear's gloves, however, you will lose those. So keep that in mind. You might wear some rune gloves if you don't really feel like losing those. A proselyte legs and proselyte top is what I would bring, just simply because you're going to be losing a lot if you bring bandos. I guess you could wear rune maybe if that's better, but I don't really think it is. Ring of Life, obviously, because you're going to be in the wilderness, and I don't want to risk a Zerker. The reason I'm bringing Zami Hasta is because this is actually... the heck? Because they are actually weak to Crush. So, yeah, definitely do that on the Crush option. If you have a Bludgeon, then bring that instead of the Hasta and the Dragon Defender. And real quickly, I'm just going to show you what I would lose. It's actually 2 mil worth. If you turn on Protect Prayers, then it's going to be a bit less. Obviously, the cannonballs and the cannon bring it up just a little bit, or at least a lot more than it was. So basically, whenever you get there, just lay your cannon down. If you start getting attacked, do not pick up your cannon because it will stay there. At the very most, it'll disintegrate, and you can go get it from the dwarf. So definitely don't even bother picking that up if you start to get attacked. And if you are being attacked and you're frozen or something, try putting it down. I actually don't think you can put it down, but yeah, put that down at all costs so that you don't lose it. But yeah, anyways, guys, let me show you how to get there. If you have a glory, or you decide to wear a glory to protect a little bit more, and because you don't really feel like risking a lot, then go ahead and teleport to Edgeville with that. But if not, go to your POH or just bank here. That would probably be easier, but essentially you're just going to run down here like you're running to Vinaka. It does take a little while to get there. I wouldn't blame you if you brought a stamina pot. I'll probably run out of run. If I do, then I'll just probably pause it and run there when I get more energy. Hopefully I don't have to do that, because then I would look like a major pleb. But anyway, you just come down here. I actually think this is a pretty easy way to get easy clues, just as an aside. Kill these thugs. I think they drop easy clues. So if you use Ring of Wealth imbued, then I think that helps. But anyway, I digress. You're just going to keep running down here. I'm going to have to walk a little ways, I swear, this is embarrassing. If I get attacked, I'm going to be pissed. Alright. The monkey bars. Oh, I swear. Goodness. Okay. Well, I'm here now. At least. You don't even gain run energy back from this. Oh, come on down here. Alright, guys. This is just where I set my stuff whenever I came here. This little thing of rocks right here, I believe it was. Yes. Let's see. No, it was right here. I'm just going to set it right here. And there's a strategy to this before you judge me. Let's see. Basically, what you're going to do is turn it on and run right here. And I'm not going to attack you. But basically, you get double hits with the cannon right here. If you happen to get attacked by this guy right here, let me try to get an example. You just bring him over here. Okay, see, that worked out. And, well, that should have been a double hit, but I think this Earth Roar was in the way. So, but yeah, you see he can get a double hit too. But yeah, set it right to the east of this little rock right here, and it'll also shoot guys down there. You can AFK these just by standing here, and eventually they'll come to you, and the cannon will just spin around and hit them. But if you want to, you can come out and grab them like this, or I guess if they come to you, then if they're aggroed, then that's good as well. But yeah, the reason this one is annoying is because of all the stalagmites down here. It's actually really, it makes it frustrating sometimes, because you'll have them way over here standing in the corner, and then you'll have like none over here. But yeah, you'll just have to lure them the best you can to get them over here. But yeah, anyways, this is pretty much all I have for you. Just pot up whenever you get to like 110, and you should be good on killing these. Like I said, they don't do that much damage to you. They're only level 51. If you find yourself taking a lot more damage than you thought, then you might wear like a cheap Barrow's armor down here or something. But yeah, this is cheap, and it actually gives a little bit of protection, so I actually decided to do that, and that's what I did after I maxed. And decided to get champion scrolls. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will be coming out with the other 2 episodes fairly soon, I think, if I can get those out. But I hope this helps you guys. If it did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Anyways, guys, peace out. Have a good one.